Hi, can you introduce yourself and what department are you part of?
I'm from Jamia Millia Islamia, Department of Physics.
You want us to shoot? Today I'll be giving you statements about men's health and you have to state whether it's a myth or a fact with a small explanation. And before we start, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your knowledge about men's health?
I guess it will be a 6 or 7.
Maybe a 6. A solid 5, I guess.
On a scale of 10, I would say like 6.
I would say a solid 7. I think 4.
Okay.
5.
Okay, so here we go with the first one. Wearing a hat or helmet keeps hair from growing. Myth or a fact?
I believe it's a myth.
Myth?
I guess it's a myth.
Well, that's a big myth. I think that's a myth. I think it's a myth.
Why do you
Myth.
think so?
I don't think wearing something can stop your hair growth. If it can, then that'd be a surprise to me.
I mean, it shouldn't, like, that shouldn't curb the growth of your hair. Because hair follicles don't act like that. I mean, hair growth can't be stunted just because there's something on top of it.
You're right. It is a myth. Hair loss is mainly caused by genetic or hormonal or medical condition. Soy consumption negatively affects testosterone levels and fertility in men.
I don't know anything about this, but I don't think that would be the case. I just don't.
I guess it's a fact.
Myth?
I think it's a myth.
I guess it's a myth.
I have no idea about it.
But what do you think?
I guess it's a myth.
I think it's a myth. I think that's a myth because a lot of men like become vegan and they drink soy milk and consume soy substances. So it's a myth, I think. Because can food really like okay, it can cause hormonal changes, but then I don't know. I'm not sure, but I think it's a myth. Soy consumption. I think it's a myth.
Explanation.
Soy is a source of protein.
Yeah.
Why would it cause decrease in testosterone? I'm not sure. I don't think consuming certain types of foods directly affects the amount of testosterone that's produced in your body, and a lot of like misinformation is spread around like food habits. So maybe.
It's usually it comes on the internet as a fact, but it's actually a myth. Research suggests that moderate soy consumption does not have any adverse effects on testosterone levels. Next one. By ratio, men's hearts are larger than women's hearts.
I know this is a fact, I think.
Okay.
That's a fact.
I believe it's a fact.
I think it's a fact.
Fact.
Oh, myth.
Why do you think so?
I guess it just physiologically makes sense. I'm just guessing.
I don't know. I just know that there's a difference in the amount, the beats per minute also, and the blood pressure also in men and women.
I guess it's a fact
Why do you think so?
because their physical structure is a bit big than women. So I feel their heart must be a bit.
You know, the women are biologically different than men, kind of a debate that's going on around to just prove that women are weaker sections of the society.
Okay, hate to disappoint you, it's a fact.
Wow, like that.
So because of certain physiological differences that there are there, men's hearts are generally larger and heavier than women's hearts.
And still so much less space in them.
Next one, men are more likely to die of melanoma than women.
Can you please let me know what's melanoma?
Melanoma.
Can you please explain melanoma?
It's skin cancer.
Okay.
Why?
That was just a random guess.
Could be a fact because men don't apply sunscreen.
I'm not sure about this answer, but still I would like to say it's myth.
Yeah, because most men don't use sunscreen and stuff, so I think.
Myth. That's a myth, I would say.
Why do you think so?
Because I haven't heard of like cases of skin cancer occurring in like men.
I think it's a myth because I mean all of us are equally exposed to the sun and the radiation, so I think it's a myth. Oh no, that's a myth because melanoma, I think it depends on the pigment that's in your skin, and if you don't like it depends on the amount of melanin that is in your the pigmentation. I don't think it has to do anything with
Myth.
sex so much.
Again, hate to disappoint you. Fact, yeah. It's actually a fact because men usually have lesser skin protection because they don't do all the skin routines that women actually do. So that's why men have.
More men have started doing skincare now.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
what I think.
Yeah. Men need less iron than women.
I think it's a fact.
Why is it?
I just know women need more iron because all women around me are anemic. So
Could be a fact because like women tend to lose a lot of iron due to menstruation, and I guess that's why they need more of it. So
That's the exact reason why.
Myth. Men need less iron than women. I would go for fact
Why do you think so?
because generally women for the women the case is different because we get our period, so we lose blood, so we need more iron intake in our. So that's not the case for men. So that's why I think that.
it's a myth. I don't. I think everybody needs equal amount of iron. Okay, but could be because women menstruate.
So what do you
So
think?
could be a fact. That could be a fact because like I've mostly heard that women have iron deficiency. So
Yeah.
and like I haven't heard as much about men. So maybe they do need less iron.
It is a fact. Men need around 8 milligrams of iron, whereas women need up to 18 milligrams. Last one, pretty simple. Men don't cry.
Myth.
That's a myth.
Myth.
No, it's a myth.
I think men should cry, and they do cry with people they are emotionally safe with or comfortable with.
that depends on the men.
But
I think they should.
I've seen men cry. Every man in my life cries because I make them cry. Thank you.